Ann, and this week we're going to talk about some of the things that came in your bag. One thing was flowers and sunflowers. So you got a piece of paper that looked like this, and these are all in the wrong place. So I took my copy of it and I cut it up and put them all in order. So we start with the roots, and every part of a plant has a job to do. The roots are down in the soil to hold the plant in the ground, and they absorb food and water from the soil. So then it goes up the stem. The stem supports the leaves and carries water all the way up the leaves and all the way up to the flower. And the leaves go through a process called photosynthesis, which means they release oxygen in the air. So I hope everybody has fun working on their plant parts puzzle. The other thing I sent you was a sunflower to do. Here is a picture of a sunflower, and they are very, very tall plants. Start with the little seed, and here it comes, and it grows and it grows, and you can see the little girl, and you can see how tall the sunflower is. Sometimes they're 6 and 7 feet tall. And all in this center portion are the little sunflowers. And if they fall onto the ground and get in the dirt, it will grow a new sunflower. But some people like to eat them. You can take them out of the sunflower and you can roast them and eat them. So I sent you the packed paper and the leaves and a stem. And then I sent you a picture of a sunflower to cut out. So I've cut mine out and I colored it yellow, but it doesn't have any sunflowers in it. So if you want to put sunflowers, if you have real ones, you can glue them in, or you can take a black marker and just fill in your sunflower with sunflower seeds all the way around, because they're usually very, very full. If you don't want to do the whole middle, or that's too many, just make a smile and make him a happy sunflower. And then you can hang him up and decorate somewhere in your house with your pretty sunflower plant. So I hope you enjoy doing all of that. And the other thing that we talked about and I sent home were pictures of beach things. This is rainbow fish. We all know the book Rainbow Fish. So you can do each circle a different color and she will be really, really pretty. I also got some sea creatures that live in the ocean or on the beach. And so one of them would be a lobster. He lives in the ocean. The octopus, who has 8 legs, lives in the ocean. This guy, I think, is a dolphin. This one is a whale. This one, I'm pretty sure, is a shark, because look at the teeth. I believe he's a shark. This is another kind of whale. I don't know really what kind. This is a starfish. And this guy is a seal. And he lives on the land, but he goes into the ocean to try to catch fish, because they like to eat fish. And this turtle is different from Poppy the turtle, because her feet are different. She doesn't have little feet like Poppy does. She has flippers because she swims in the ocean. She's called a sea turtle. The other thing we find in the ocean that washes up on shore, and then we can find them, are shells. And I have one of the great big ones called a conch shell. And what used to live in here was called a conch. It's kind of like a creature that lived in this shell. You also find little shells like this on the beach. And you find shells that are much smaller than the conch shell, but something lived in there too. And I found a book that says, "What comes in a shell?" Lots of sea creatures come in a shell. So there's a whole bunch of different shells. So a crab comes in a shell. A lobster comes in a shell. A shrimp comes in a shell. And a barnacle comes in a shell. A scallop comes in a shell. And this is a special kind of snail that lives in the ocean, and that comes in a shell also. A mussel comes in a shell. A clam comes in a shell. Let's see what else we have that comes in a shell. Oh, there's a conch. That's a conch shell, and a conch lives in there. And then an oyster comes in this shell. And sometimes in an oyster shell, when you open it up, a pearl has grown inside the oyster shell. And it's always a big surprise when they find a beautiful pearl inside a shell. And there are many, many other kinds of shells to find at the ocean. So I hope you all have fun, and I hope you get to go to the beach this summer. Maybe you can collect seashells, build sand castles, jump in the ocean, look for dolphins. You can go fishing, all kinds of fun things. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you on Friday on our Zoom. Bye. Talk to you later.